All right, so today's video, we're watching a Bronze 3 DPS on the Switch. Gonna be playing Ashe and Hanzo. They say, okay, so this game went okay for most of it, struggling a bit, but getting good progress. But eventually, our Mercy started pocketing only our Widow and pretty much ignoring the rest of our team. I kind of felt like we lost because of that. I don't want to put blame on anyone, but I feel like we could have won this game and the pocketing ruined it. Let me just reread this again. I don't want to put blame on anyone, but I feel like we could have won this game and the pocketing ruined it. I kind of felt like we lost because any advice would be greatly appreciated. All right. So I love the statement of that. I'm not trying to put blame on anybody, but I think we lost because of the pocketing. Well, technically, well, I mean, you say you're not trying to put blame on people, but I can assure you, you put blame on people with that one. All right, all right. We'll see how this goes. We'll go from there. We'll decide if that was the case. Step in the right direction is being there at the start, not throwing a dynamite. Also, that dynamite looks cool. I didn't even know it was green. Oh wow. Okay. If anything, this is. If anything, I want the Ashe Mythic now. Wait a second. Dude, I'm loving this, because even if I miss shots, it just sounds cool. Okay. I'm gonna pause right away for you. No pocket in the world will be able to save what you just did. I'm gonna show you something here. This is not the April Fool's patch from a while ago. See this Junker Queen? This Junker Queen, unless they hit a good knife on you, will have to take the stairs to get to you if you're playing up here. Okay? Instead, you're playing on the low ground on the point, and then you get killed by a Junker Queen. Go up on high ground so they can't get to you. Do you see how your Widow is still alive? It's not because of the Mercy Pocket. It's because they are on high ground. Do you see this? See? You are not on high ground, and your team is dead. Okay? The Widow is alive because they are on high ground. That is the difference here. It is not because of this Mercy Pocket and the Widow. That's why you start there. I mean, you can always go to low ground. But sometimes, like, even like solo, high ground can be beneficial, especially when you're playing a hero like Ashe, which is more like a sniper, like mid-range hero. Like, you want to play there. Okay, so I don't know where you're going there. Hey, at the very least, you can back off the high ground to safety there too. You said a Mercy Pocket and somebody else made you into a ground Pharah? I mean, that could be a little bit different. Oh, this Mythic skin? I'll be honest, this is one of my first times actually seeing like how it looks. I don't have it. Sounds really cool. That Widow above you is... I'm not saying I was getting angry there, but seeing that Widow wide peek on the high ground above you was amazing. Oh, out of curiosity, since I don't know much about like how people play Overwatch on the Switch, are you playing this on the handheld part, or are you playing this on your TV? I only asked that, or a monitor. I only asked that because I just have no clue how that works. Like, I know you can play it on different like variations. Like, I know like my nephew will play on like his handheld stuff. You play on your TV? Okay, I was just wondering. I have a feeling a lot of people are getting excited for the Switch too, especially if it increases like the quality of like how laggy it can feel at times. You don't have motion controls? Okay. Remember. Yo, good shots. Yo, nice job. You can bob this if you want to. Be careful of, like, you know how you just did that wide peek right there and you kind of stared at them? Just be careful of making that a habit. That can send you back to spawn pretty quickly, all right? Yeah, you're dead there. By the way, in case you're wondering, like, if you were going, oh, the Mercy wasn't pocketing me there, etc., the DPS passive is applied by Bob, if I'm correct, which is going to give you 20% less healing, and you were already behind on heals to begin with. You can't stay up there. Also, little side note, Ashe Dynamite does apply the DPS passive the whole time it's ticking, plus the last 2 seconds of it when it's done. So hitting your Ashe Dynamites is even more important than it used to be before. because not only do you get the damage and the L charge, you also make it so they get less healing the whole time. Nice. Oh, I mean, I would, of course I want him on high ground, but I mean, there's a certain point where, like, I can tell him to go high ground the whole time. Speaking of high ground, yes, 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 stay up here now. Don't move. Stay up here. This is good. This is good. Just stay here for now. You're going to see good results. Okay, wonderful. And you're on the low ground again. This shit, please just, you know, yeah, you know what, never mind. Go back to high ground, please. Please, 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 please. Or play back. Just one of the two. You're not a tank. I mean, tanks would still get rolled too. You're not a, oh no. Oh, they're running at you. But like, this goes back to what I'm saying. The high ground will be your safety net. Like, just go up to the high ground, play from there. I'm telling you, you're gonna see good results if you do that. That's why, like, even more so, like you mentioned, you're on the Switch, etc. Like, it's gonna take a bit for them to get the high ground control. Look up to the high ground. Like, you have so much opportunity. Just start there. You can always fall off the high ground. I'm telling you. And you're playing a hero that benefits so much in that high ground that I want to see like more improvement from that side. You know what I mean? And if you want a Mercy to pocket you, one of the first steps there is like, if I'm Mercy, if I'm playing Mercy, and I go, okay, listen, I need to pocket someone on our team. Am I gonna pocket the Widow who is on the high ground, or am I gonna pocket the Ashe that refuses to go on high ground, plays right in front of a tank the whole time, and is constantly forcing the Mercy to be out of position? You see what happens there? Sometimes it's as simple as that. Sometimes it's not because you're not hitting shots, it's because the Mercy wants to be in a good position, and your position and puts Mercy out of a good position. So, as many bronzes and silvers find it difficult to aim on the high ground. Hey, you know what? And that's totally okay. If that becomes the thing, right? If you're saying that, like, going on high ground and bronze or silver is impossible because, like, you can't, like, hit the shots from there, that's fine. So let's go to the next step of that. Don't play in front of their team. Learn how to play from a further range. And then I know that, keep in mind, this even happens with me, where, like, the longer your range gets, the harder the aim gets. But, like, you want to start getting those habits early in like, bronze and silver, to where, like, if your goal is to climb, right? If your goal is to keep improving, then you want to start making those habits so that way your aim, and it comes with practice, right? So the more that you play in the high ground, the more that you play at these distances, while your aim may not be accurate at times, you're at least putting yourself in good habits, which can help you as you climb. If that's your overall goal. Like, and there's gonna be people, like, straight up who are just like, hey, I just enjoy playing my bronze games, logging on. I could care less about having good position and all that. Or, you know, what is it? Is it couldn't care less or could care less? One of the two. Who knows? Anyway, point is that that's fine. That's how you want to play the game. But if you're looking to improve, I gotta try to get you into good habits, so that way as you climb, you're not hitting walls consistently because you're developing these bad habits in early, when you're first climbing in, like, bronze, that you bring to plat, and then now that you haven't ever practiced going high ground and plat, you get stuck for a year because you spent so much time not trying to do these things that you want to do. Yeah, couldn't care less, right? As I was gonna say, it's always, I remember growing up, it was always like a contradict. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I understand why it's harder there. It's more about getting yourself in good habits. Because eventually, like, you know, developing, like, you know, better aim on high ground over that amount of time will generally lead to you seeing good results of climbing, etc., right? Because you're gonna be the player in bronze that has now figured out how to aim on high ground. And you're saying that when a lot of players in bronze will struggle with that, well, then there you go. Now you found a way out of bronze because you've become a player who has found that advantage. Now, keep in mind, there's a lot to work on with that. It's just more of the reasons to why learning that a little bit can be helpful. That make sense? Nice dynamite. Nice shot. Good job. Good play. Want to get good at Ashe? Yeah, Ashe is good. I'm just letting you know that Ashe benefits from that. Like, further distances, high ground, don't stand in front of, like, a queen. Nice play. Like, here's where, like, you know, this is like the setup time I'm talking about. You know, start up there. You know, you always, you know, if it's not going well, you can always drop down from there. Good dynamite. That Widow's dead. Good job. Don't be afraid to bob this, by the way. Nice. Good usage of bob. Well played. There you go. Yep. A little bit of high ground. Go up the stairs, start there, fall down after. Just don't stand around. There you go. Nice. Good play. This is good. Good reaction. Throw a dynamite in front of you. It's okay if you miss your dynamite. I know you want to hit that, but like, you know, leaving it there. Here you go. This is good. This is really good. There you go. Nice job. Dynamite the cart if you... No, 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 no. And there it is. There it is. We'll pause for a second. And that right there is what I'm talking about. Do you see how you drop down from the high ground right there and you go and make that play? Like, do you see what I'm referencing right there? That's kind of what I was talking about. Where it's like, you had such a good opportunity to stay on the high ground. They have to worry about you later on. You can go to the cart really late. You can do all these really cool plays. And what do? You jump off the high ground. Then you give him a free pick.
Heroes never die.
In theory, you don't have to jump from the high ground there, but I would do the same thing. You're at the point there where you just want to go to the point, so I'm not gonna look at that one. All right, anyway, pretty much what we've learned so far is that like your position is just a little bit off at times, and like that's what's getting you killed, and like it's not gonna matter if the Mercy is pocketing you or not. You're gonna fall over. 20% less healing on you is why Mercy's also struggled a little bit at times. Is because, like, a player will need to have really good positioning, otherwise you'll just get rolled because the Mercy won't be able to heal you through your bad positioning. Does that make sense? Okay. The Hanskin, yeah, this is a good one. Be careful.
My power grows.
All right, waiting for something to happen here. Okay, you get a shot. Yeah, I mean, so far the Mercy been healing them, but like, look, like this is what I mean. Like, this is what I'm trying to say though. Is like if you're a Mercy player and like you're in this situation, you're gonna look at your Hanzo and you're gonna go, okay. Then you're gonna see your Sojourn up here in a good spot in a high ground location. Now, whether or not they get the Widow, excuse me, I said Sojourn because the other team had a Sojourn. The Widow up here, right? In a good spot, in a good position. The other team is all on low ground. The Mercy, right, is going to want to go here. Because if you're playing Mercy, the last thing you want to do is be the one, like, you don't want to be with the Diva. You don't want to be with your Hanzo, who's out of position. You actually, technically, as Hanzo, you're not out of position. But, like, the Widow's in a better spot. So they're going to go to the Widow. They're just going to default to the Widow because, like, you're going to get your teammate killed even if you don't see it happen. See? Like if the Mercy was with you right here, that's what would have happened to them, too. Right there. Meanwhile, who's the only people alive right now? The Mercy and the Widow. See? Mercy made it back. Ooh, nice Storm Arrow. Good job. Oh, wait, just remember with Hanzo, it's projectile aim. So the difference between, like, when you play Ashe is hit scan. So what hit scan would be when you're zoomed in is it's going to go exactly to where, like, your shots are. When you're playing Hanzo, you need to lead. All right? Nice job. Nice Hanzo ult. You need to lead. So, like, you need to predict where they're going to go. And if they're, like, moving, you want to predict where they're going to go. Right? And, yeah, at range, it will have that, like, little bit of the Hanzo arrow drop, etc. So just remember that when you're playing Hanzo. Is that it shifts from that. Yeah. Oh, you said you just need a giant hard crosshair? Oh, yeah, true. See, that's what I'm saying. The Hanzo crosshair I have is clearly the best, right, chat? Without a doubt. How does the Pink Mercy stuff work? They're basically, at 2 p.m. Eastern, you'll be able to get the Pink Mercy, and then 100% of the purchase of that goes to charity. So that will be starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then for the Pink Mercy icon that was made by Grandma, you're going to be able to get that through Twitch drops starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. And that's obviously for free. Yeah. Yep. A lot of low ground again. Remember, Hanzo you can wall climb as Hanzo. So if you wanted to go high ground and not get Mei ulted, that would be a good step. Thankfully, they threw a bad Mei ult, so you're good to go. Remember, projectile aim. Projectile. Obviously, if they're standing still, you can hit scan. Nice shot. Nice job there. There you go. That was good. Right there on that Moira, that second shot was a good example of projectile. Good job there. So.
with the payload.
We're watching. Projectile. Not. Yep, nope. You can also hold your arrow a little bit longer too if you need to give yourself a second. You don't need to shoot like really slow or really like you're basically like shooting a noodle at him. Does that make sense? Like the way that you're shooting your Hanzo arrows, like you're literally shooting like wet spaghetti. Fridge, thanks for the gifted sub. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Wait for it. Oh, nice shot. There you go. Just remember again. Go the full time on the arrow. Projectile, by the way. Shot on the soldier. Nice. Good job. Ooh, a wall climb that almost happened. That's a step in the right direction. I think. There you go. How many hours left for the new drops? 4 hours.
I'm at the height of my performance.
That was an accident? True. You can definitely use your information arrow a bit more. I know it's like Sonic Arrow, but I just call it something random there. So, there you go, shooting the wet spaghetti again. Oh, yeah. What rank is this? Bronze. Alright. Clean your shots a little bit. Oh, that queen is out of position now, so are you, but, like, they're pushing your spawn, so this is a better position for you. You're fine. That's on that queen. That's on the queen, not you. Run away! Okay, never mind. They missed their ult again. You saw the translocator go to you. Okay, you got the elim. You can ult this if you want to. Oh yeah, you're gonna ult that. You see them. You're ready. Oh, you saw 3. Oh, you could easily ult this. What a combo. And you ult it. I think you kicked a field goal. You went right in between everybody. All right, wonderful. Remember, use your information arrow, your Sonic arrow. It's very important here. It helps you and your team. I'm telling you, you're not using it nearly enough. Like, at all. Like, you could use this and your teammates would know. All right. Didn't use it once and then got rolled. Once again, high ground. Using your abilities, all very helpful in those situations. All right? Yeah, that's... There you go. There's the arrow. Nice.
Time for the reckoning.
There you go. That's just a good play by their queen to get you. I mean, obviously I could keep mentioning high ground, but like that was also just a good play by them. So like I'm not even mad about that one. That's just like, you know, it worked out.
Heroes never die.
Okay, good start. Go to the right. There's a free path to the high, and we're on the low ground again. All right, wonderful.
I have taken pace.
I was just very impressed with like you were really ready to shoot at somebody if they came at you there. That part was great.
No one can hide from my sight.
Oh, what? Oh, okay, wonderful. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have outside of like not using projectile aim as much as you could on like your Hanzo, etc. I'm gonna be real with you. Like I feel like you could easily like start to see more of a climb if you just have better positioning. You just don't have good positioning. That's gonna get 3, by the way. I already see how this game's going. Okay, I got 1, but that's more than I mean. That was still good. Good help. All right, shooting the wet spaghetti at Queen. Nice. They were inconvenienced. All right, that happens. We've all missed our storm arrows at times, maybe. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, you just gotta work in your position. Your position just ain't good. I mean, you just give them free picks. Is basically the way to explain it. You just give them free kills all the time. That's how I'm seeing it. That's how I think, like, when you're watching it back, you might be seeing the same thing. It's just like you just give them free picks. Like, it's just, you're not even. That's it. Like, yeah. That's how I'm seeing it, at least. All right. Well, good job getting the point there. Let's see how your attack goes. By the way, I want to pause for a second because you mentioned, like, you think you lost this game because, like, you weren't being pocketed by Mercy. I'm gonna be real with you. That has nothing to do with it. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I have seen the Mercy heal you at times, and obviously they've stopped healing you a little bit now. But, like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I feel like you just... I don't think it has anything to do with the Mercy pocket. That's how I'm seeing it, at least. Alright, here we go. Alright. There's the reload. Been aiming at that. I mean, yeah, that's... I mean, obviously aiming higher, etc. will be good there, but I need to get them in, like... I want to get them more into, like, the basic fundamentals of how they want to play the game, like, when it comes to, like, positioning and things like that. Like, that aim will become more apparent with time. And they've had some good shots at times, right? So... What's I'm saying, like, if you're not in a good position, the Mercy's not going to want to go to you to begin with. I mean, so it seems like you're not going to touch point here. Maybe your Widow can? No, your Widow chose to stand right there, which I guess... Actually, they killed the Widow in time. What does it matter? Am I saying aim for the head is a advanced concept? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, like, there's a lot more here than that where their aim is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The aim has been the least of my concern. Yes, there's going to be missed shots, but, like, I feel like sometimes people's expectation, like, you watch at a bronze game, people are like, oh, their aim isn't perfect. It's like, yeah, it's gonna take time. Nice storm arrow. Like, I'm not worried about that part. That just comes with time. Unless, like, if I watch them and they're, like, aiming at the clouds, right? Like, that's different, but... You know, after talking about their aim, that was probably the worst timing to have. Because I just watched you miss the Venom Mine, but we're gonna leave it at that, alright? We're just gonna leave it at that. We're not gonna go any more past that. Listen, I was just sitting here, backing all of that up, and that's the moment we have no more than 15 seconds after. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about the aim, and then there's a Venom Mine on the floor. Good spam here. Storm arrow that, by the way. I feel like you could have storm arrowed that even sooner. Remember, your position is going to be the key part for you. Wonderful. I mean, they're not even making it, like, difficult on you in the sense of, like, you're seeing them coming at you from a mile away, and you're still, like, staying there. Oh, yeah, I mean, they need to use their cooldowns more. Like, it's... This is a long team fight on point. Is it time for the game tie-in Hanzo arrow from Hanzo ult from spawn? Why aren't you ulting the point? Why? What are you waiting on? I'm gonna point something out to you, and I don't think you like took this into account with your ult decision there. Okay, and I'll pause because the game's about to end here too. What I mean by that is, like, you're not even taking into account any of that. Like, if you Hanzo ult the point, that at least adds, like, this extra, like, layer of what they have to worry about. It can like, you won't be able to see the enemies. Like, they have something to dodge there. So, like, when you throw it from spawn, you'll be surprised at how, like, in these late game overtimes, how much that can be clutch. Because after a certain point, when they don't see it right away, they just forget about it. Anyway, let's see how, I mean, the rest of this goes. Obviously not well. But... I mean, the good news about, like, games like that is I feel like there's a lot to learn from in those games. Right? There's a lot to learn from in those games. So here's where I'm at. One, I really want you to focus on positioning. I'm not saying you need to stay on high grounds. I'm not saying you need to be there all the time, etc. What I do think right here is you need to at least put yourself in a good position to start and then you can adjust your position after. You mentioned that, like, you think you lost this game because the Mercy wasn't pocketing you. I disagree. I don't think Mercy could have been on you the whole time. I don't think it makes a difference. I think your positioning alone would get you and your Mercy killed more often than not. So, like, what it came down to was your Widow had slightly better positioning. When the Mercy has to make a decision between two snipers on the team, who are you going to go for? One, you'll probably start with whoever's hitting the most shots, but because you're, you know, obviously in a bronze game, it's going to be a little bit more inconsistent. Number two goes, well, this person doesn't get me killed over in this position, and that person does. I'm going to go to this person. So think about that in the long run of, like, where you want to go and how you want to position yourself, and you'll be a lot better. Also, when you played Hanzo, start a little bit less on Ashe, but more on Hanzo. Use your information arrow, your sonic arrow. Make sure that you understand that it helps both you and your team. And once again, play high ground. Remember, it's projectile, different aiming styles. Start with the basics, and I think everything will go well after a while. Does that sound good? But I do think, like, your positioning is your number one issue, and if you improve that, more Mercies will want to pocket you when you're in those situations. You'll find that I think one of the most important things about good positioning is that you have way less to worry about. And in turn, at least for me, this is a personal, like, way that when it comes to aim, for me, is that when I have less to worry about, my aim is better. So if I'm in a good position, I don't have to worry about a Junker Queen running at me in a straight line, doing a bunch of damage to me. If I'm in a good spot, I don't have to worry about anything. I can just sit up there, and until they come go for me, or I have to, like, make a reaction, my reactions are a lot better and easier to, like, process as you're playing the game. If you're just out of position all the time, you're going to constantly be like, oh no, I gotta run. When in reality, you could eliminate, like, 50% of that, and you're going to have a much better experience when you're playing Overwatch. Anyway, I think if you work on all of that, I know there's a lot there, but a lot of basic stuff, I think you'll be in a good spot. So that's my take. You can do it. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't, leave a comment. All of that will help, algorithm, etc. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That's where you do that. Pretty much anything we do, my Discord's where to go. Also, we record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch chat right below the webcam. So stop by if you haven't. With that being said, I hope you have an amazing day/night.